I want you to think about where you are right now in your life, your goals, your dreams, your struggles. And then I want you to ask yourself a question. What am I doing differently today to create the future I want? Change requires action. It's a simple truth, yet so many people overlook it. They talk about their dreams, think about their goals, and hope for a better future, but they never take the necessary steps to make it happen. Wishing for success doesn't create success. Hoping for change doesn't bring change. If you want something to be different in your life, you have to take action, real, intentional, and consistent action. One of the biggest traps people fall into is waiting for the right time. They convince themselves that when circumstances improve, when they have more money, when they feel more confident, then they'll make a move. But the truth is, there is no perfect time. If you keep waiting, you'll be in the same place a year from now, 5 years from now, even 10 years from now. The right time is always now. The moment you decide to take control of your life and make a change is the moment things start shifting in your favor. Taking action doesn't always mean making huge, dramatic changes overnight. It's about small, consistent steps in the right direction. Think about it. If you want to get in shape, you don't go to the gym once and expect to see results. You commit to showing up day after day, pushing yourself even when you don't feel like it. That same principle applies to every area of life. You have to be willing to put in the effort even when progress feels slow, even when motivation fades, even when it's uncomfortable. Fear often holds people back from taking action. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of stepping into the unknown. But here's the truth. Failing is part of growth. Every successful person has failed at some point. The difference between them and everyone else is that they didn't let failure stop them. They learned from it, they adjusted, they kept going. If you let fear control you, you'll stay stuck in the same place forever. Excuses are another killer of action. I don't have enough time. I don't have the right resources. I'll start next week. Excuses are easy to make, but they do nothing except delay your progress. The most successful people aren't the ones with perfect conditions, the ones who take action despite imperfect conditions. They work with what they have. They figure things out along the way. Taking action also requires accountability. It's easy to set a goal and then forget about it, but when you hold yourself accountable, whether by tracking your progress, finding a mentor, or surrounding yourself with people who push you, you create momentum. You put yourself in a position where giving up isn't an option. At the end of the day, your life is a reflection of the actions you take. If you want something different, you have to do something different, because nothing changes if nothing changes. Staying in the same routine while expecting different results is one of the biggest mistakes people make. Comfort is easy. It's familiar. It feels safe. But the truth is, comfort kills growth. If you want to become better, achieve more, and reach your full potential, you have to be willing to step outside of what feels comfortable and embrace the challenges that come with change. Growth doesn't happen when you do the same things every day. It happens when you push yourself beyond what you think you're capable of. Think about any great athlete, entrepreneur, or leader. They didn't get to where they are by playing it safe. They took risks. They embraced the discomfort that comes with trying something new. They understood that if they wanted to reach the next level, they had to push through resistance, pain, and setbacks. One of the main reasons people stay stuck in their comfort zones is fear. Fear of failure, fear of embarrassment, fear of the unknown. It's natural to feel afraid when stepping into new territory, but fear should never be a reason to stay where you are. If you let fear dictate your actions, you'll never experience the growth that comes from taking risks. The key is to recognize that discomfort is a necessary part of the process. When you feel uncomfortable, it means you're growing. It means you're stretching yourself in ways that will make you stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the next challenge. Another reason people resist change is because it requires effort. Growth takes work. It's easier to stick with old habits, to follow the same routine, to do what's familiar. But easy doesn't lead to success. Nothing worthwhile comes without effort, discipline, and persistence. The people who achieve greatness are the ones who are willing to put in the work, even when it's hard. They don't back down when things get tough. They push forward because they know that struggle leads to progress. Change is uncomfortable because it forces you to confront your weaknesses. It exposes areas where you need to improve. But instead of seeing this as a bad thing, use it as motivation. If you're struggling with something, that means there's an opportunity to get better. If you're facing challenges, that means you're on the right path. The discomfort you feel today is shaping you into the person you need to become to reach your goals. Growth also requires letting go of old habits and mindsets that no longer serve you. You can't move forward if you're holding on to things that are keeping you stuck. Whether it's negative self-talk, toxic relationships, or unproductive routines, you have to be willing to make changes. The version of you that achieves success is not the same version of you that stays in the comfort zone. You have to evolve, adapt, and challenge yourself daily. At the end of the day, staying comfortable might feel good in the moment, but it won't get you where you want to be. If you truly want to grow, you have to embrace discomfort, push through fear, and be willing to step into the unknown. Success does not come without sacrifice. It demands discipline, perseverance, and a willingness to endure struggles along the way. Many people desire success, but few are truly willing to pay the price required to achieve it. The truth is, if you want to be great at anything, you have to be willing to give up certain comforts, habits, and even relationships that hold you back. The road to success is not easy, but those who are willing to sacrifice for it are the ones who ultimately achieve their goals. One of the biggest sacrifices success demands is time. The most successful people in any field dedicate countless hours to perfecting their craft. They wake up earlier, stay up later, and put in the extra work when others are resting. There are no shortcuts. You can't expect to achieve greatness while spending all your time on distractions, entertainment, or things that don't contribute to your growth. Success requires prioritizing what truly matters and cutting out what doesn't. It means saying no to short-term pleasure in order to achieve long-term fulfillment. Another major sacrifice is comfort. Growth and success require stepping outside of what feels easy and familiar. You must be willing to embrace discomfort, whether it's pushing your body in training, studying harder than ever before, or stepping into new opportunities that scare you. The people who succeed are the ones who are willing to do what others won't. They endure the pain, the setbacks, the failures, and the doubts. They don't quit when things get hard. They keep going because they understand that struggle is part of the journey. Success also requires sacrificing negative habits and mindsets. You cannot achieve greatness while holding on to laziness, procrastination, or self-doubt. You have to develop new habits that align with your goals. That means being disciplined enough to stay consistent even when motivation fades. It means controlling your thoughts, staying positive, and refusing to let negativity dictate your actions. Too many people let fear and self-doubt keep them from even trying. But if you want success, you must let go of those limiting beliefs and replace them with a mindset of confidence, resilience, and determination. Sometimes the sacrifice comes in the form of people. Not everyone in your life will support your journey. Some will doubt you. Some will try to hold you back. Some won't understand your vision or your commitment to your goals. But you have to be willing to distance yourself from negativity, surround yourself with people who push you to be better, who encourage you, who challenge you to reach higher. The company you keep has a huge impact on your success, and sometimes success requires letting go of relationships that no longer serve you. At the end of the day, success isn't given, it's earned. It's the result of consistent effort, sacrifice, and a refusal to quit. If you're not willing to make sacrifices, then you have to accept that your dreams will remain just that, dreams. But if you're willing to give up what's easy for what's worthwhile, then success is within your reach. Many people spend their lives waiting for the perfect moment to take action. They tell themselves they'll start when they feel ready, when the conditions are just right, or when the fear goes away. But the harsh truth is, there is no perfect moment. If you keep waiting for everything to align perfectly before you start, you'll be stuck in the same place forever. The best time to take action is now. Perfection is an illusion. No matter how much you prepare, there will always be obstacles, uncertainties, and fears. If you wait for the right time, you're only delaying your progress. Think about it. How many dreams have been put on hold because someone was waiting for the perfect conditions? How many opportunities have been missed because someone was afraid to take the first step? Success isn't about waiting for the perfect time. It's about starting where you are with what you have and making adjustments along the way. Fear of failure is one of the biggest reasons people hesitate to take action. They think, what if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if I embarrass myself? But failure is not the enemy, inaction is. Every successful person has faced failure, but the difference is they didn't let it stop them. They understood that failure is part of growth. It's a teacher, not a dead end. The only real failure is never trying at all. If you let fear control you, you'll never reach your full potential. Another reason people wait is because they feel like they need to have everything figured out before they begin. They want all the answers, all the resources, and a step-by-step plan before they make a move. But that's not how success works. The most successful people didn't start with a perfect plan. They started with a decision. They took the first step, learned from experience, and adjusted as they went. Progress is made through action, not just planning. Time is the one resource you can never get back. Every day you wait is a day you'll never have again. Think about how fast time passes. A year from now, you'll either be closer to your goals because you took action, or you'll be in the same place still wishing you had started. The choice is yours. Opportunities don't wait. Life moves forward whether you're ready or not. If you don't take action, someone else will. If you don't chase your dreams, they'll remain just that. Dreams. The only way to turn them into reality is to stop waiting and start moving. You don't have to be perfect to start. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to begin. Take the risks, embrace the uncertainty, and trust that you'll figure things out along the way, because at the end of the day, there is no perfect moment. There is only now. And what you do now determines where you'll be in the future. Your future is in your hands. No one is going to come and save you. No one is going to do the work for you. If you want to change your life, if you want to achieve something great, it's up to you to make it happen. Too often, people look for external reasons to explain why they haven't reached their goals. They blame their circumstances, their upbringing, or the lack of support from others. But the truth is, while those things may create challenges, they do not define your future. You define your future by the choices you make every single day. One of the most powerful things you can do is take full responsibility for your life. The moment you stop making excuses and start owning your actions, your mindset shifts. You move from being a victim of your circumstances to being in control of your destiny. It's easy to say, I can't do this because of my situation. But the reality is that people with fewer resources, bigger obstacles, and tougher lives have still found a way to succeed. The difference between those who make it and those who don't isn't luck, it's accountability. Taking control of your future means making decisions that align with where you want to go. Every choice you make, big or small, moves you closer to or further away from your goals. Do you wake up early to work on your dreams, or do you hit snooze and waste the day? Do you invest time in learning and growth, or do you spend hours scrolling through distractions? Do you push through challenges, or do you quit when things get hard? Your habits, discipline, and mindset shape the future you create. It's also important to understand that no one owes you success. No one is going to hand you an easy path or a guaranteed outcome. You have to be willing to work for it. You have to put in the hours, make the sacrifices, and stay committed when things get tough. The people who achieve their goals are the ones who refuse to quit, no matter how many times they fail. They don't wait for motivation, they create it through action. Another key part of taking control of your future is surrounding yourself with the right people. Your environment influences your mindset and actions more than you realize. If you're around people who are negative, lazy, or unmotivated, it will be harder to stay on track. But if you surround yourself with people who push you, inspire you, and hold you accountable, you'll naturally elevate your standards. At the end of the day, success isn't about what happens to you, it's about how you respond. Life will always throw challenges your way, but it's up to you to decide whether you'll let them break you or build you. No one can do it for you. No one can want it more than you do. Your future is in your hands. The question is, what are you going to do with it?